Hi, Josephine.
Hey,
Hey. Great. Nice to see you, Josephine.
nice to see you too. It's yet another
Yeah,
TEACAST.
nice. Yep. All right. So I think today's TCAST was really centered around sponsorship and partnerships, right?
Oh,
And yeah, I think we can start off.
uh-huh.
And I don't know how you want us to do this. So maybe I'll just ask you a few questions. And
Okay.
yeah, we can continue on that, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so maybe for our guests who are just joining, just to highlight what TCON is all about. So maybe can you just briefly speak about TCON and what's so special about the 2024 TCON?
Wow. Okay, let me start with what's special about the 2024 TEACAST. And to do that, I have to go back. Is it 4 years? Because not the last physical, the last physical was in Dar es Salaam last year. And that was after, I think, 3 years of having TEACON virtually due to the COVID lockdown. And before COVID lockdown, we had TEACON in Kampala in 2019, which I hear was awesome. Then 2020, we were planning to have TEACON in Mombasa. But what happened? COVID happened and there was total shutdown. So that was the first year we had TEACON live. Then last year we had TEACON in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam. And this year, now TEACON has come back to Kenya, to Mombasa. And you can imagine the feeling this for me is, because I knew in 2020 that I would go for TEACON in Mombasa. I was really looking forward to that. And I think quite a number of people who were here then wanted to go to Mombasa. Our Kampala friends knew they were coming. Since we were there in 2019, they were going to come here in 2020, and we will just go and set Mombasa alive with TEACON Toastmasters. But that didn't happen. So this is sort of like, we finally get to do what we should have done 4 years ago. And it will just be an awesome thing, people to come together. Now, TEACON is Toastmasters East African Conference. So all the clubs in Toastmasters within District 114, and we are made up of 10 countries. We have over 80 clubs across Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, Ethiopia. We have Mayotte, we have South Sudan, we have Djibouti, and I think we have Eritrea making the 10th country. So we have 10 countries in District 114. And of those 10 countries, each club, each member, even visiting Toastmasters guests, if you're not a Toastmaster, you're allowed to come in. What is Toastmasters East African Conference about? It is about bringing together people to learn how to communicate. And I'm not saying speak, because we all know how to speak, but learn how to communicate so that the intention of your communication hits the way you want it to hit. Sometimes we talk, and when we are speaking, we think that the information is landing. But if the person was to tell you, this is what I've heard, then it is not the same thing as what you meant. So we are just going to learn, again, how to communicate effectively, how to increase our leadership. But more than that, it's a networking opportunity. Where else are you going to get over 150, 300 people in industries that you have never thought of, but who you might need in your current position, or when you're transitioning from one job to the other? Where will you get that? And for as little as, for Kenyans right now, if you are one of the people in a club that has more than 5 people in this TEACAST, you unlock it at $100 US. Where are you going to get that? 3 days of just listening to people, networking with people, and having absolute fun. And the greatest thing about this TEACON, this year we are celebrating 100 years of Toastmasters. If a company has been around for 100 years, you'd better believe that what they're doing is right.
Yep.
If they were not doing something right, they will not be there for 100 years. So that is TEACAST for you 2024. And that's why it's special. Yeah.
Got it. Hey, Jo, I think you're mute. I didn't hear what you said. You're back, yeah.
Okay. I said that is why it's important.
Okay. Good stuff. And before we go to the next question, I see we have 5 visitors. And you said something about unlocking some good goodies.
Yes.
So maybe you can say a shout out to our visitors so that we understand who they are. So I think I'll probably just ask the guys who are live with us to probably just note on the chat or on the, to just tell us which club they're joining from. If they are guests, I think it'll be nice to know who you are and also to see whether you stand a chance to unlock the great benefits, I think, of that. Yeah. Something else, Jo, I think you mentioned about 100 years. And I remember I read somewhere that actually Toastmasters is one of the largest nonprofit organizations that's actually devoted to improving quality of people's lives through, as you said, communication is about being articulate in the passing the message, just be able to pass a good message, and also it enhances the leadership skills. Yeah. So personally, for me, I've never attended a TEACAST event, and I'm actually very excited, looking forward to this. And yeah, I'm excited about it. And thanks for that note.
All right.
So you said we have about 94 clubs in East Africa, yeah?
Yes.
And someone is just wondering, all right, you're talking about sponsorship. What is this sponsorship all about? Just to understand what sponsorship all about, yes.
Let's first say that Toastmasters is a non-profit organization. So everyone who is doing anything in Toastmasters is volunteering their time, right? Now, for this conference to be as much as we want it to be, each individual is paying for their own tickets. But as an organization, if you sponsor and you say, okay, I am going to sponsor this many people, or is there something you want us to, we have a venue we need to pay for, we have programs we need to make, we have a live stream that we need to do. All these things cost money. So if you just say that, okay, as an organization, I have X amount of money. How much is a ticket? A ticket is $120 right now per person. And you decide, okay, I'm going to pay for 10 people. And these 10 people I'm going to pay for, you decide who they are. Or I have 10 people from my organization I want to pay for. You are essentially giving them an opportunity to come and learn and enhance their communication skills. If you ask us, what do you want done? As I said, we have programs we need to print. We have live streams that we need to do. And we can send you that amount and tell you, this is the amount of money. What do you get in return? One, you get a mention every single day that you are our sponsors, that this is what is happening. This you have sponsored us. So of the 150 plus, all the way up to 300 people who are going to come for Toastmasters, they are going to hear you. If you have a banner, we are going to put your banner up there in front. You're going to see it. Can you imagine 150 people seeing your banner 3 days? Will they forget? Yeah. One of our sponsors is Afrojet Air, and they are doing sponsorship. So right now we have Afrojet Air, and everyone who gets our information about TEACAST, down there's Afrojet Air. They can see it. So that is a sponsorship. Yes. And even as I go, I need to enter this vehicle because you remember I told you I was stuck somewhere.
No worries. Yes. That's fine. Yes. Yeah. And actually, like what you said, like in terms of the contributions, like for sponsorship, it doesn't have to be cash. It can also be in kind contributions. Like we welcome all kind of contributions, I guess you said like can be as things like printing the agendas, audiovisual equipment, transportation. And the benefit is that you unlock unlimited advertisement and mentions at the venue, adverts in the Toastmasters. And as you say, the world today, everything is, it can go viral. All these adverts for TEACAST are flying everywhere. So there are all these benefits that you can also enjoy.
True.
I think another thing for this sponsorship, JU, that maybe someone would want to know, if, for example, you have different packages, are you open to receiving, like, is there any minimum amount that you would want to receive, or it's open to whatever it is that someone can contribute? For
I
example,
would
for
say
the
a minimum.
corporate sponsorship.
I would say there's a minimum amount from corporates.
Yeah.
I haven't yet worked. We haven't yet worked out. But if a corporate can give us 10 tables, which is 120 times 10 is $1,200, that would be good. If they give us less than that, we are not going to say no. It's just that the level of you being seen by people is going to be as per what. If somebody gives us $5,000 and another one gives us $120, who's going to be seen front and center? The 5,000 one, right? Not the 121. So there are those packages. We will not say no to any amount, but that is there.
Okay. And you've gone on mute, Jayo. Maybe you can check on your audio.
Wait.
Yes, you're back.
Okay. I have no idea what keeps on happening. Keeps on going off. All right.
All right. So I think that's thanks for that. So we'll have different packages depending on the amount. But again, as we said, we're not locking anyone out. If you have any in-kind contributions, everything is welcome, as we said, but also your contribution, like your sponsorship, will also enhance. If it's like a higher amount, obviously your visibility will be more, there'll be more mentions to you and everything, but that's nice.
Okay.
And maybe something, Jo, maybe you'll also mention is, let's say, for example, Triza. I work with a team in my office, and probably I'll want to sponsor a person. I'm not really a corporate, I'm just working as an individual. How, like, when it comes to individual sponsorship, how would you want to explore that and explain that to our audience?
In fact, individual sponsorship also works well because Toastmasters is an individual undertaking. It is you as an individual deciding that I want to enhance my leadership skills. So you as an individual in Toastmasters, you can actually decide to sponsor somebody. If you own a business and you want to sponsor, we are open. Tell us, I have my employee XYZ and I would like them to come for Toastmasters. How much is it? So for a non-Toastmaster, that is 120 plus $20. It comes to $140. But if as an individual you want to sponsor us, I know right now we have a lot of vendors we are going to look out for. And you should, Toastmasters, look out for that list. We have a lot of vendors we are going to look out for. We are going to look out for people who can do our branding for us, who can do printing for us, who can offer us services. So that is also one way that you can sponsor us. You can say, okay, I can brand for you, or I can do your printing for you at this amount. How many printouts do you want? If I tell you I want 100 printouts, and you'll say, okay, my sponsorship for you is to print out for free, because I'm not a big business. I cannot give you the money, but because I have my printing machines and everything, I can do the printing for you. We will accept that. If you say as an individual, I am going to deposit 250,000 if you want, $250 if you feel like, $100, we are open. We are not limiting. The thing is, we are not limiting, because in that booklet that you're printing out, we are going to give you space. We are going to tell our MCs,
yes,
this person is a sponsor. Please mention them and thank them. Yeah, take time, mention the sponsor, thank them for us, and tell them. You know the way my Nakageni keeps on telling us, okay, it's time to pay bills. And then they go, they do an advert for 15 minutes because they're paying bills. That's essentially the same thing. It's time to pay bills, then we will go and our MCs are going to talk about your company or your organization, or even your small business, if you're calling it a small business. Anyone who starts a small business, the business isn't small. So I don't know. I'm hoping that answers your question on that.
It does, and thanks for that. And Jay, I don't know, your audio, you're in and out.
Oh wow. And now?
No, I can hear you clear now.
Oh,
that's much better.
All right.
Yeah, and then I think, Jay, I think when we did this post, I think we said anyone who joins. So I think I'm just looking, let me just see whether we've gotten any chat so that we see who's joined so that we can give a shout out to them. And I'll really encourage anyone who's on to just probably put a note for us so that we understand who is in the house, to ensure that you unlock, the discounted rate of their $100 for your club members. So it would be nice if we can see comments on the chat. But thank you for joining us and welcome to our live show. Right. So for partnerships, Jo, so what's the difference between partnerships and sponsorship actually?
Okay. Let me see. We have people in Toastmasters who are very good at the work that they do. Let me give an example of an IT person, right? They're very good at what they do. They want to give of themselves or give of their business, but they do not have the financial capacity to do that. Instead, what they want is, okay, I am going to give you my expertise, and in return, I just want to be acknowledged as somebody who has done that. We are not have to, what's the word? We have to be very careful in the type of partnerships we are getting into. Okay, so, and sometimes you find in partnerships is a 50-50 thing. We haven't really explored it. So right now we are thinking about it. We haven't explored it. So I don't want to talk too much about it, just in case it doesn't work out the way we think that it's supposed to work out. Yes. And I think Lillian is on. Yes, she's come on. Awesome.
Hi, Lillian. Hi, Lillian. Can you hear us? I still can't see her.
Okay.
All right. As she plugs in, maybe we can just continue. So no, I am an individual sponsor. Let me start with an individual sponsor. If I want to sponsor somebody, what's the process? How do I go about it? Maybe you can just shed some light. If I want to sponsor, like I have like 2 people I probably would want to sponsor for this TEACAST. Whom should I reach out to? How do I go about it? So maybe could you maybe shed some light on that?
Okay. The first thing is, okay, I think I've lost you, or have you lost me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Oh, you can hear me, but you can't see me.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, now you can see me. I hope. I don't know. It keeps on doing weird things.
Yes.
So we have the link for registration. So if you go to the link of registration, register there, put in the name of the person you want to sponsor. You're going to get an email. When you receive that email, then you will let the people know. Respond and say, okay, I want to sponsor ABC person. I just want to give out their cash and sponsor whoever it is you want. That is one way of doing it. The second way of doing it is reaching out to our sponsorship chair. Our sponsorship chair, TEACAST 2024, is Teresa Mungai, the one. And that's the best way of reaching out. Reach out to our sponsorship chair, and she's going to guide you and tell you how to go about the different options of the sponsorship that you want. So the first one is register if you're sponsoring somebody to come for the 3 days. Second option, if you want to give another form of sponsorship, is reach out to Teresa Mungai. Teresa is going to tell you her telephone number. No, she's not going to tell you her telephone number here. She's going to.
Jill, I lost your audio.
Where? Which part?
No, my number. When you're talking about my number.
Oh yeah, continue. I said don't write your number down. Everyone who goes on YouTube will see your number and call you. So don't write your number down. Don't give them your number. we are going to put it in our internal Toastmasters. They can reach out to me because I'm sure they have my contact somewhere. And we will get you your sponsorship. So those are the 2 ways.
Awesome. Thanks for that.
Okay.
I think Lillian, I'd seen her, but she's gone again. So I'm sure she's trying to join us. Yeah. And I've not seen any. I'm seeing we have some guests with us. I'm still looking for the chat. I've not noted who our guests are, but I think for all our guests, I think for you to unlock or just understand where you're joining from, it's very important. It's encouraging to know who you are so that we can even give a shout out to your club, as you also do the back information to, acknowledge you and also learn who you are, and also to ensure that your member club also unlocks the discounted price of $100. Yeah. So Jay, do you have any questions for me? Maybe I've asked you a whole lot of questions.
Yes. Do you know how the program looks like?
Oh yeah.
Or not even do you know how the program looks like, is what are your expectations as you come for TEACAST 2024? You have said that this is your first TEACAST. What are you expecting? So let us know, then we can see if we can live up to your expectations or surpass them.
All right, thanks. All right, thank you for that question. Yes, as I'd noted, this is my first year coming for TEACAST. I'm pretty excited about it. And if I'm truly honest, one of the reasons I joined Toastmasters was for many reasons. So it spanned from communication. Obviously, I wanted to enhance my communication skills, my leadership skills, and also networking. Yeah. When I joined Toastmasters, I've never actually had a physical meeting. All our meetings have been virtual,
wow,
right? Let's have that conversation later, Jo. Yeah. Anyway, so one of the things is also like a networking session. Yeah. So for me, I'm really, really looking forward to the networking session. I've seen people, I know people on how they look on behind the scene, the virtual meetings and everything. So one of the things I'm really looking forward, obviously, is the networking session. So that's one of the things, meeting people in person. It's always the social part of it. I think I'm also looking forward to it. I personally work from home, so this is exciting for me. And yeah, and obviously going to Mombasa is a fun-filled place. For me, it's a mandate, or rather, I try as much as I can to go to Mombasa every year. So Mombasa is calling me, and I'm really looking forward to it. I love water, and yeah, I love the coolness, the calmness of Mombasa. So that's one thing I'm also looking forward to it. And over and above that is also to attend, with all, I think we are expecting to have over 300 people. That has to be exciting, meeting people, meeting new people. Yeah, and just learning more from people and also networking. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, so I hope the agenda has that.
Oh, yes. One of the things that we have we have put in the agenda is networking sessions. And it's not networking sessions, the ones where you go network when you're having 10 o'clock or you go network when you're having lunch. No. It is specific. So from the first day, which is the 9th, that is the day of the cocktail, we will have a session of networking where we are asking you as the individual who has come for TEACAST, mingle with people and get to know somebody. What do they do? How can you help them? Networking comes in 2 ways, and I learned this the other day. For me, networking was just, how can somebody help me help my business? Who can help you in your business? As in, you know somebody who does events, so the person would need to come speak at their event. So there's that aspect of it. So when we are doing the networking sessions, we are very deliberate in that. We want people to meet the people they want to meet, and we want them to come out of there having at least a name and a number, and how that person, how they can be of benefit to one another. So this, I know for a fact, is going to happen the first day, the cocktail day. We have it somewhere on the second day. We are still trying to work out if we can squeeze it in somewhere on day 3, but it's there.
Okay.
So that one you're going to get. If it's networking, we've got you sorted.
Awesome. Awesome. Great stuff.
Yes. Oh, and something else I should probably mention also, because you have said about networking. The other is of getting, and this came out of a conversation that was going on in one of our WhatsApp groups. People asking, can we make room for the many authors we have in Toastmasters to come and sell their books? So that is an option we are still discussing, and we are still working through to see if it's possible. If it is possible, we will let a small fee they'll be able to showcase their books. And I'm talking specifically about books, because if we opened it to everyone, we will be having an exhibition, which we might just have. You never know. We can just decide. So, but yes, that the one that we are trying to think of right now is authors of books. So if you've authored a book or two, just know that we are thinking about. Back to you, Lillian. Teresa. No, I'm looking for Lillian. Not yet here. Back to you, Teresa.
All right. Thanks for that, Jo. And I'm interested to know what our viewers think of that. Like, what are they expecting to benefit or get out of the tick on this? Yeah. So it'd be nice to get comments and also to just get their views on the same. Yep. And then maybe something else, Jo, if you don't have any other question for you, I have a whole lot of questions for you as we wait for Lillian to join us. Mombasa, what's exciting about Mombasa for our visitor, our guests who are coming from different parts of, from East African region who've never come to Mombasa? What is one thing that you think they'll really enjoy over and above the benefits of Toastmasters, the networking and everything? What is it about Mombasa that's exciting for you?
Wow. Have you ever gone to the beach? White, sandy, flowless beaches. And you're just there, and as far as your eye can see, it's an ocean. Blue ocean. It is calm. Imagine waking up in the morning, opening your curtains, opening your window, and the first thing you see is the calmness of an ocean. And as you sit there, the sun comes up on the horizon. Very slowly, majestically, it changes from yellow to burnt orange to a bright yellow. And with it, the blue changes a dark gray, then green in Mombasa. And especially for those people who've not been any coast of any sort to speak. And I think the difference in Dar es Salaam, you come to coast, the feeling is different. The atmosphere in Swahili, whether you know it or not, you just know that you'll be mesmerized because of the way they talk. With ululating voices. They sort of like want to make you sleep, but you can't sleep because you're wondering, what has this person said? They sound as though they are singing. You get to the market and everyone is very respectful, telling you, Shangazi, nunua hapa, meaning auntie, buy from me. They are not in a hurry, and if you don't want, they're like, it's all right. You enter a shop in Mombasa and they first ask you about yourself, about your cow, about your goat, about your children. Then they ask you, how can I help you? Where else do you find that? I'm sure there's nobody speaks like that in East Africa except our Australian friends. You have to come and find and be in a place where people are not in a hurry. They are living every minute of the life they are living. Then take that lesson and go put it back home in practice and just imagine the joy you will get out of living. So that is one of the benefits that people will get when they come to Mombasa. They'll just learn how to live life well.
Great.
Okay.
Thanks for that, Jo. And maybe just to add on to what you said, we have the saying that Mombasa Raha, like it's a known thing. Mombasa Raha just means Mombasa is just fun. It's a place you go chill out, have fun, relax, think about your life, reflect on your life, and also have fun. So karibuni Mombasa. Welcome to Mombasa, and we are looking forward to hosting all of you. Yeah.
True.
Right. I see Lillian. Hi, Lillian.
Hi Triza, hi Justine, hi everybody.
Hi.
Hi. We can hear you. We can see you.
I am on the road.
That's fine.
You
like
and me
Justine.
both.
I know.
This is Saturday
Yeah,
errands, Saturday things, but glad to
correct.
have you.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
glad
and
to
I'll
be
just
here.
put you
Thank
on the
you.
spot right now. So, what are you looking forward to TCON? Have you ever attended TCON before? And what are you looking forward to TCON this year?
Let me start with the second question. Yes, I've attended TCON before, the one that was in Kampala,
Okay.
and it was amazing. And then I took a break because of the COVID. I didn't manage to attend the one in Tanzania last year. So I have energy looking forward to Mombasa and the fact that it's in Kenya. Oh yeah, and I attended the first one that was at Pride Day. I can't remember, I think it was 2018.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, I attended the 2018, 2019. So this will be my third TCON. I'm looking forward to a break, but the fun, because I can guarantee you the fun at the TCON is, I can't even describe it. Yes, so that is one of the things I'm looking forward to, and also connecting with other Toastmasters physically, because I believe with the online meetings, we've become comfortable just sitting in your house and attend meetings.
Yeah.
We rarely connect with other Toastmasters outside of our clubs. That's also part of the reasons why I really want to attend TCON and meet other Toastmasters from other clubs and even outside of Kenya. Back to you, Triza. I hope I answered your question.
Oh, you have, and I'm actually pretty excited. I think you and Jo, I know I'd already registered, but I'm actually really looking forward to it. It's my first TCON, if you must know again. And I'm excited to hear you've been there. You've done from 2018, 2019, and now 2024. So Raha, like there's fun, and I think that's something, as you're saying, and it's Mombasa to let go, have fun, and also network. Yes. Thank you for that, Lillian. Um, Maybe another question for you, Lillian. You've been waiting for you. What will you say about sponsorship? Yeah, or do you have any questions on sponsorship that you want us to tackle? Did you have any questions on sponsorship or anything you want to highlight on sponsorships?
What I would like to highlight would be a question to you because you're the sponsorship chair.
Sure.
So, as a member, because that's one of the questions that I'm receiving, as a
Yeah.
member, ignore that I'm in the TCON planning and whatever, as a normal member of the Hill uh,
Yes.
Toastmasters Club, what would motivate me to approach my organization to
Mm.
sponsor TCON?
All right, Lillian, you in and out, but I think I got the gist of your question. So why would a corporate club probably want to sponsor TCON? And maybe just going to the basics, like what's the whole mission of Toastmasters? I think even Josephine had alluded to it. The biggest mission of Toastmasters basically is to help develop and foster communication and leadership skills within their members, yeah? And for example, if you're a corporate club, I'm sure you have seen the benefits of Toastmasters on your employees. I mean, personally, the reason I joined Toastmasters was it was aligned to my career, and my boss actually really pushed me to join Toastmasters, yeah? And I can tell you for sure I have, like, it's a benefit for me, yeah? And the other thing is, it's a fact that most of the Fortune 500 companies across the world rely on Toastmasters to really help their employees develop their communication and leadership skills. Yeah. So that's also a benefit. Yeah. So even as a corporate, I'm sure most corporates can attest the benefits of Toastmasters on their employees. But over and above that, we're saying TCON is a conference that's bringing I think I counted, we are about 94, over 90 clubs in East Africa in the different countries. That's Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Ethiopia, Burundi, Djibouti, Uganda, Mayotte, Eritrea, and Sudan. So that's a whole lot of clubs. And you can imagine if we might even have, we're estimating to have plus 300 people. So you can imagine in terms of marketing yourself, if out of like just 80% of those people come out of that club knowing your corporate, what you do. I mean, that's like free marketing. That's your brand that's being out there, spoken in all these different regions. And you can imagine most of the companies, most corporates, most companies want to have some visibility within East Africa. So that's one of the benefits you have. Yeah. So there's brand visibility for your company. And not just corporate. I mean, you're talking about even individual. If you have your business, I mean, that's quite some visibility. And in this era of, internet and everything, we have all these posters. We'll also have your mention. So again, it's good marketing for you. So sponsor TCON, you get some marketing for you done. We have people, we have all those networking sessions where you'll have to interact with all these people that we'll have during the TCON. So again, that's also it's also very targeted marketing. For example, you're in this business and you specialize in a certain area, and maybe that person or that corporate is there. I mean, that's just free, like matching. It's like we're also matching people to exact purposes of them. So that's also another benefit. You get to network, obviously, brand presence. I mean, we have the MC who will have mentions of your company, your corporate, for example, or even your individual business. All those free mentions. I think there's also some benefits out of that. And over and above that, your employees will enjoy, they'll benefit. And I mean, we continue learning and developing one another in this communication and leadership. So that's what I'll say, Lillian. Those are one of the benefits of where you sponsor somebody to come for TCON for the benefit of your club and the benefit of your employees and also for yourself as a person. Yes.
Thank you, Teresa. I just want to
I think she's on mute.
Lillian, you're on mute if you're speaking, yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I wanted to probe you further. For instance, I've seen burial of Zumaridi Toastmasters here, and we know this is scary. I want to break it down to her level. What would motivate Beryl to go and approach her employer to sponsor TCON for 2024? This is scary. They're talking about marketing. Everybody knows scary. What is motivation for Beryl or Tieno to on Monday to go sit with my supervisor, tell them, now you know what, we have TCON 2024. Would you sponsor? Like, you get my I just wanted us to break it down to individuals, not just corporate clubs sponsoring the TCON, but to individuals who may not even be in corporate clubs. What would make me go and approach Lord to tell them now this TCON that is happening? They're known. They don't need marketing.
Thank you, Lillian. And I think I'll also probe Josephine also in the same light, but this is what I think, or what I know for sure anyways, yeah. Number one, let me take my example, like, as you're saying, someone in KRA, right? For a corporate club, okay, let me just take Beryl, because you said, because I know KRA, they have a corporate club, yeah. One of the reasons I think most corporates would want to have a Toastmaster club in their organization, it's because, as I'd mentioned earlier, it's a known fact. Like most Fortune 500 top corporates in the world use Toastmasters to help their individuals, their employees, develop their communication and leadership skills. Yeah, I mean, for all this, we have the Google, we have the Amazon, they all use Toastmasters for the benefit of the employees. So by the mere fact that a company, a corporate, like for example, KRA has a corporate club, it's because they know of the benefits, not just for the company itself, but even for the individual. I mean, you're going for board meetings, you're able to articulate, communicate, present details, you know, and all these things. I mean, through Toastmasters, we become better communicators. You are able to present well and also lead teams well, yeah. And again, the cost of doing this at Toastmasters, it's really at a fraction of what you'll get out there if you are to, for example, use a coach for all your employees, yeah. So already I know, for example, KRA and most corporate clubs, they know the benefits of having Toastmasters. I'm sure even when these people go for their appraisals, I know there's always something that's associated to Toastmasters, for example. So that one I know for a fact. The HR will not have such a hard time. They've seen the results of these people. They become performers. They plan their time well. And all these are all benefits you get when you're Toastmasters, for example, yeah. I mean, no, we go to Beryl, who goes to her HR or her direct supervisor. What are we telling this? But to negotiate, I mean, these are also some skills that we enhance in Toastmaster, to negotiate and also sell your point, where I need to go for this. And I believe, I mean, especially for corporate companies, I know for sure they know the benefits of this. And even for employees, we're also challenging. You're able to negotiate for yourself and also tell them, yeah, it's better. And actually, the individual benefit more, because that doesn't affect your career, but also in your personal life. But I think it's an easy bet or an easy go, especially when you're going to HR or your direct supervisor. You're able to talk through, and I believe for sure, even them, they know you're a top performer. All Toastmasters, in my opinion, are top performers. I'll invite Jo to probably just share some light on this also.
Okay. Now, Beryl works for KRA. And for our Tanzanian, Ugandan, and other East African friends, KRA is just the Kenya Revenue Authority. They are our tax collectors. Nobody likes tax collectors. That's a given fact, because we keep on thinking that we do not want to like them. But we like them because they keep us in check, right? They keep us in check. And but ethical leadership is one of the things that you learn when you are a Toastmaster. We have a program for ethical leadership in the programs that we have, in the paths that we have. We have high performance leadership and we have ethical leadership. Now, just imagine Beryl going to her supervisor and talking about ethical leadership and high performance leadership and touching on the Toastmasters core values of integrity, respect, service, and excellence. And saying, actually, my work has been this excellent. I've been giving this report on time and going above and beyond, because these are some of the things that I have learned in Toastmasters. I keep time, because in Toastmasters, when we say we are starting our club meeting at 10:30, we start at 10:30. When we say we are ending at 12:30, we end at 12:30. Right? So that is one of the things. And just with those two sentences, don't you think the supervisor will want to send Beryl?
Number 8.
Will they?
Number 8.
Will they say something else?
Wait.
Or they will say, yes. Actually, go learn about ethical leadership, come back and train us. Or how many people can we send with you to help you so that you can come and train us on ethical leadership? So that is one of the things. We just sell I was going to say the benefit to The supervisor. If a supervisor has somebody who keeps time, who gives reports on time, who goes above and beyond, simply because they have learned all these things in Toastmasters, well, then that supervisor wants everyone on their team to go. Right?
Yes.
Back to you, Teresa.
I think I should say back to Lillian. But before I
Yes.
give Lillian, let me first give a special shout out to Berry Lotieno from Zumaridi Toastmasters. We have Ted Shege from Simba, and we have Kevin from Simba. So Simba are on the lead, but yeah, all welcome.
Oh,
so
thank
maybe
you,
just
Simba. Simba is my home club. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, but I think the others need to just let us know they're from which club. But yeah, thank you for joining us, and we are privileged to have you guys on.
Thank you,
Lillian,
Teresa
back to
and
you.
Jo. Beryl, I hope you have taken down all the points, and on Monday you show up in the HR office and request for that sponsorship, because the points are elite, if I would say that, the way they've explained it. And I hope you can even actually start rallying your members to join this call right now, so that you win. You take it over from the Simbas at the moment. But I'm so glad. Thank you, Jayo. Thank you, Teresa. Actually, you made sense even to me by using the example of the Meridian Carry. I believe even the others, they have drawn some lessons from it. Yep. Teresa, I don't know whether you have any other question. I used your question to ask you a question.
Yes, no, that's fine. I think you made it more interesting, and yeah. So I think a question maybe to Josephine and Lillian on this sponsorship. For the individual sponsors, maybe just also maybe highlight. So me, I'm Teresa. What will make me want to sponsor somebody? What benefits apart from the marketing? I'm just stealing Lillian's thought trail here. What other benefits do I have for sponsoring someone? I'm not a corporate, I'm just an individual person.
This is to Lillian or to me?
And you, both of you, actually.
Okay.
I want to go before Jayo. She will say a lot of points.
Yes. Go right ahead.
I will make it very simple for me. Why would I want to sponsor somebody else? My reason will be simple. I want them to experience Toastmasters. I want them to come, network, connect with other like-minded individuals. Because truth be told, you don't get this caliber of people anywhere else. These are people who are big on personal growth, who are big on growing themselves and growing others, because in Toastmasters we've been taught extend your hand. That's why we are always, as VPs, running around asking, I want a G, I want a timer, we have learned to help others and to receive help. So the reason why I would want to sponsor a friend or anybody else, or is just to make others enjoy the many benefits of Toastmasters, not just the marketing. I want them to come and feel, not what I tell them, to come and feel it and enjoy it. Back to you, Jayo.
Okay, as an individual, why would I want to sponsor? Who am I sponsoring, first and foremost? Is it one of my employees? Is it one of my relatives? Who am I sponsoring? So it depends on who I'm sponsoring. But I will sponsor them because let me take somebody who has just finished college and is looking for work, and I know them and I want to sponsor them. It will be because if I sponsor this person, then they are going to learn how to ace interviews. And by knowing how to learn how to ace interviews, they're going to get a job. I have helped them. I have given them a service that is going to keep on giving. You're told Toastmasters is the gift that keeps on giving, right? So they are going to learn how to do that. Now you see I'm moving, because now I've moved from point A to point Z of where I was. So you can imagine, this is just a Saturday and a half. Hold on. So that is one of the reasons. Reason number 2. they will be able to see that there are people outside here who think differently from how I think. They think differently from how I have been brought up. And in that way, they have an open mind. Imagine meeting people from 10 countries. All your life you've just lived in Nairobi, and the farthest you go is Kisumu and back. But this one, you are going to meet different people, talking about different things, talking about their culture. You meet the Ethiopians with a culture that is so rich, you keep on wondering. You will meet Ugandans. And if you're very lucky, one of your Ugandan friends will bring you gin at soaps. And you'll just know where there are people out here who know how to eat. Forget about our Kenyan friends who know how to eat. But the people out here who actually know how to eat, the Ugandans. You will meet people who know how to dance. The Rwandese, my friend. You will have opened that person's mind in such a way that they will not have experienced it. It is better than buying them a ticket to go to one country. And let me tell you, it is much better than buying a ticket for one person to go to one country. Just get them to TEACAST. They will meet. I was going to say 10 countries, but in these 10 countries, you have thousands of cultures. So yes, that is another reason why you want to sponsor one person. Back to you, Teresa, or is it Lillian?
No, I think thank you for the feedback and your answers, both Lillian and Jo. Appreciate them. So I think we can have a last round of questions. And yeah, this one is open. Whoever wants to ask a question, because I'm not seeing any questions on the chat. So we can just maybe have a last round of questions before we call it a TEACAST.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to ask, Lillian, have you told your people to come for TEACON? That is me putting you on the spot very properly. If you haven't, please go and tell them.
No, please, do not answer for me. I have told my people, and so far, 4 of us have paid. And I'm preparing a special meeting on the 30th of April that I'm inviting even the Simbas and everybody else who's on the chat or on the meeting today. Join us on the chat here as we dive deep into what TEACON is all about. Some people have not paid because they don't understand. So I want to break it down to the members level. What do they stand to gain? Why do they need to come to TEACON? So as a VP, I've told my people, and I keep reminding them. I even send them this meeting link by Saturday. Maybe people are running around like I am, but I'll keep reminding them. Yes.
Yeah, it's an interesting Saturday today. I have no idea what is going on today, but yes, people are running around on a Saturday. Yes, awesome that you have. Any other questions? Ooh. Teresa, you're the one checking the chat. Do we have a winning club for the is there a club that has unlocked the
Not yet, because I've just seen Simba. We have Simba, as I'd mentioned, Zumaridi. We only have, I think not everyone put, but Simba on the lead with 2 people who joined.
How sad for them. They needed to be 5. It is so sad.
It's
well,
so
the next
sad.
TEACAST Wednesday.
It's on Wednesday, yeah?
Yeah, the next TEACAST is on Wednesday, and if they join with 5 members or more from their club, they unlock the 100. Yes. If they join with 5 members or more, they unlock the 100. But if you come, surely they should have done so.
Yeah. But I'm wondering, we have 8 people watching. I wish they could just let us know which club they are in so that we don't lock out anyone out.
Oh yeah, that's true. Why haven't they haven't written? It's a sad state of affairs.
Very sad, but oh well. Yep.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Thank you so much for joining and for this TEACAST. And we'll call it a wrap.
Thank you.
And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you, ladies.
All right. Thank
to all
you.
those who have taken their time to join TEACAST, from Simba, from Zumaridi, and from all the other clubs who have not put in their names. And we'll see you again on Wednesday when we give you another episode of TEACAST.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone. Bye, Josephine. Bye, Lillian. Bye, everyone. Take care.
You too.